What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Amusement Media. Today we are at HersheyPark for our first time, except for my friend Big Mike. He's been here before. We're gonna head into Farenheight or Laff Trak because they're pretty low capacity. Let's go in. I'm super excited for this park. Wow, Skyrush is looking sick, and so far the paths are looking pretty nice. There's a lot of people here. It is a Wednesday, but it was absolutely packed. It took us a minute to get in, so who knows how busy it's gonna be. We'll see. Rattler's Revenge. Looks like an RMC. All right, we're coming into Farenheight. This is a little Intamin coaster. It looks pretty good. Let's go check it out. All right, so this is an Intamin vertical lift coaster that opened in 2008. Looks pretty fun. Has the same trains as Maverick at Cedar Point. All right, waited about 17 minutes. Let's go.
To release your restraints, first unfasten your seat.
We just got off of Farenheight. We were in the back 2 rows. It was fun. It feels kind of like Maverick, but a lot less forceful. I'd compare most of the inversions to kind of like Steel Curtain. It was definitely running slow. It was fun inversions, but not too forceful. The highlights of the ride were definitely the drop and the little camelback. Airtime, they felt kind of like the airtime on Maverick, just a little weaker. So it was also a little rattly, but nothing too bad. It's a fun little ride, but you know, it didn't blow me out of the water or anything, but it was fun. All right, we're walking past the new for 2023 Wildcat's Revenge. This ride looks so sick. I can't wait to ride that. That's one of my most anticipated rides on this trip, but we're gonna go check out Laff Trak because that usually gets a long line. All right, so Laff Trak has about a 40-minute wait. We don't really want to do that right now, so we might just go do Wildcat's Revenge. All right, we're heading in just like Farenheight. This does look like it's running a little slow. I anticipate that it will warm up throughout the day, but hopefully this is still a good morning ride. All right, so once you get up here, you can see the load side, and there is an unload station. They also do have the double-sided lockers like a lot of the new RMCs do. So we're gonna have to put you guys in there. Unfortunately, we can't show you guys the station. It is going slow right now. Got off the Wildcat's Revenge in the very back row. That was so fun. It was like
so good.
It was even better than I expected. It's so intense. There's no dead moments. So much airtime in every direction. Lateral airtime. There's good laterals. I don't even know. That was just such an awesome ride. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, there are 2 wave turns on it. They're really both very good and very different from each other.
Oh yeah, everything feels so different. Yeah, for sure. That's like, I don't know if I prefer Steel Vengeance or that because that's so much more unique and intense, but Steel Vengeance just has so much more. Like, I don't know which one I like better.
The positive G's in between everything is also pretty good for an RMC. The pre-lift.
Oh yeah, pre-lift was fun. Yeah,
that was fun.
There was a little bit of airtime. We had so much room, they did not staple us at all. That was awesome. I would say the big camelback, like the third element, there was like 5 seconds of sustained airtime, which was awesome. And then the double down had so much laterals. Like,
do not judge that ride by its POV. The POV makes it look like a kiddie coaster compared to how intense it actually is.
It's so good. Hopefully we're not overhyping it, but it's so good. I'll also say the operations here have probably been the worst I've ever seen. That Wildcats line really shouldn't have been that long, and we waited like probably close to an hour for it. I don't know. Hopefully it gets a little better. Yeah, we're gonna do Lightning Racer. This doesn't look like it has much of a line. 2 credits. This is a GCI racing dueling coaster, but I've heard it's not the best, so we'll check it out. All right, so section out the green and red is the Thunder and Lightning side. Very interesting. All right, me and Big Mike are about to do the green side on Lightning Racer, and you can see the boys over there doing the back on the red side. Oh, it's over there. We just got off, we're going back around to get the other side, the other credit. That was actually pretty underrated. It's not that rough. There was a tiny bit of airtime, and the way it interacts with the other side is really cool, so it was a pretty fun ride.
It was a lot better than I remember.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
I don't know if it's like smoother this year or what, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's probably the best racing wooden coaster that I've ridden so far, so that's pretty good. All right, we lost last time, Big Mike. Are we gonna win this time, Big Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We're gonna beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few moments later.
We lost, unfortunately.
Worst coaster ever built.
Yeah. No, but actually it was pretty fun.
-1 out of 0 stars.
Yeah, it was actually pretty fun. Not too rough, pretty solid ride. And there's like one good airtime moment towards the beginning, so.
Yeah, there's this massive double down in the first half. And then after the tunnel, you really do start to build up some speed.
Yeah, second half is pretty fun. Big Mike, are we getting the bathroom credit?
Yeah.
This might be my #1. We just realized the water fountain kind of tastes like celery. Like it's just like, oh shoot, it just sprayed me. All right, we're about to get on Wild Mouse, and I realized I forgot to tell you guys, but Will's getting his 100th credit today.
Hopefully it's Skyrush.
Yeah. All right, we just got off a Wild Mouse. It is a mock Wild Mouse, just like Ricochet at Carowinds. And just like Ricochet at Carowinds, I do not like that ride. The whole point of the ride is the laterals, and when it throws you into the side of the train, there's like this metal thing that your shoulder just like slams into, and it hurts. Like, it's not comfortable. So. And then whenever it dips, you lurch forward because of the like slight air time, and then it just slams you back. Yeah, it's. Like, I mean, I'm glad we got the credit, but I'm never riding that again. All right, we're walking up the Storm Runner. It's about to be your 99th coaster. Are you hyped?
I'm very excited. It looks really good.
Yeah, it does look pretty good. This ride. Oh yeah, they never rode drags for Orking and Ka, so this should be pretty fun. Let's go. Not too bad of a line here. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Hi, Storm Runner. All right, you can see they do load 2 trains in here, and then one of them goes up to the launch. It's pretty cool. All right, we're towards the back. Look pretty much like the Maverick trains. Should be fun.
Now get ready. Here we go.
They were both really good. It was fire in the back too. We just got off a Storm Runner. That was pretty awesome. Hydraulic launch kicked hard. It was pretty smooth. Flying Snake Dive was awesome, and then the drop off the top hat was pretty good too. So that's definitely my second favorite coaster we've done here today. It was a pretty good ride.
Tomorrow.
All right, I'm also adding a clip from day 2. We just rode it in the front because we didn't do that yesterday. And I actually think I like that a little more in the front. The airtime up into the top hat was awesome. Sense of speed was great, and the snake dive was awesome in the front. So definitely do the front and back on that if you have time.
Yeah, I think the top hat, it might be better in the back, but the
whip is good.
snake dive is also better in the front.
It was awesome. That was fun.
Try it in both seats if you can.
All right, we just got off a Reese's Cup Fusion. That was a pretty good dark ride. Actually had a really good shooting system. You can see the lasers. And we're trying some chocolate dip bananas. I already took a bite, but pretty good. All right, we're walking up on Skyrush. It's about to be your 100th coaster, Will. How we feeling?
Yeah.
All right, after about 40 minutes, we made it up to Skyrush. I'm gonna be getting back left wing because I've heard it's the best. They were sending about 3 or 4 minute dispatches.
I'm not gonna lie, worst operations I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah,
it was so bad.
It's horrible. That line at Kings Island would maybe be 10 to 15 minutes. That's our home park. Yeah, but here, that was about 40 minutes, so not optimal. Got off a Skyrush. Operations, once again, were not too great. We were sitting on the brake run for probably close to 10 minutes. And those lap bars do still come down on you, even though they are the new ones. They don't really hurt, but you get stapled pretty hard at the bottom of the first drop. And then on the brake run, they do pop up a little, so it's a little more comfortable. But yeah, that ride is great. There's a lot of really strong airtime. The first drop is insane. I get why people say it feels like a car crash. And yeah, that's a fun ride. It's pretty smooth. How was your 100th coaster?
It was really good. I think it's definitely the second best in the park behind Wildcat, but it was still really fun.
I also like hit a tree with my hand. I don't know how, but I had my hands up and I hit a tree with my pinky, and it kind of hurt for the whole ride, so I wasn't really paying attention for the second half of the ride, so we definitely got to re-ride that later and see how it is. But even though you are stapled, you do get really strong ejector on that ride, and it is definitely a top 10 coaster for me. It's maybe a little lower in my top 10, but it is really good. All right, we're eating at, I think it's called the Overlook Cafe. Got some tenders and some salad. Looks pretty good, but it was about $20, so pretty expensive. All right, we're going on into Super Duper Looper. This is a pretty old Schwarzkopf looping coaster with one inversion. Should be kind of fun. Let's check it out. All right, we walked on, and there are lap bars on this. This is the first looping coaster on the East Coast. Second in America behind Revolution at Magic Mountain. Could be kind of fun. Let's check it out. All right, we just got off a Super Duper Looper. That was really smooth, actually. Maybe a little bit janky, but not bad at all. The ride was really comfortable and it was pretty relaxing. Basically felt like a smooth mine train, but with a loop. And the loop was fun, had a little bit of positive, so not a bad ride.
Two things I like about Schwarzkopf, especially their older coasters. Their loops and their helixes.
Oh yeah, and that ride had both, so. It was good. Got off a Comet. That ride opened in 1946. So that's a very old wooden coaster. It used to have buzz bars on it. Probably would have been awesome with the buzz bars, but it's still fun. Had a little bit of weak airtime, and yeah, it wasn't too rough. So good little ride. I think we might go check out Candemonium next, as long as the line's not too long, which should be pretty fun. Let's go. All right, we're going on into Candemonium. This is pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool in here. And it's inside, which I appreciate, and not much of a lawn. All right, it's literally a walk-on, but this station is pretty cool. I like all the candy in here. Probably gonna get the back row. Looks fun. All right, we just got off of ride 1 on Candemonium. That totally beat my expectations. That was really fun. There were no dead spots. Oh, it just closed. So we're not gonna do it again. But there were no dead spots on that ride for me. You know, the little like outer bank, like wave turn element, I'll put it on the screen, was fun, had good floater. Airtime in the first half was really good. And it was smooth too. It almost felt close to Diamondback's airtime where it kind of slammed you down after the Camelbacks. That was awesome. I like the Speed Hill too. That was definitely better than Nitro at Great Adventure. I think it's maybe better than Diamondback and Kings Island too. But I don't know. It's close for me. That was a good hype for them.
Yeah, I think it's better than I remember it last year.
It was good.
I'm gonna try and get them somewhere near the front because I like it in the front more.
It was good in the back.
Really good.
No, yeah, that was really fun.
First drop is really fun.
That's definitely my third favorite coaster here behind Skyrush and Wildcats. We're going down to get some footage of Skyrush, but we were just talking, and I think that's actually really close to Orion. It's a really fun ride. It's definitely beat my expectations. Feels like a mini Orion almost.
It just sucks. I think that was like B&M's, like that's a peak almost. It's just gone so downhill from.
Yeah.
That ride was so smooth, and like we did Iron Man a couple days ago, and that was so.
B&M's recent rides have been kind of questionable, so hopefully B&M builds another good ride like that soon.
Another ride of the last good B&M's, I'd
say.
Yeah,
probably. All right, we're walking up to do Great Bear, but these supports are massive under Skyrush in the water. I assume this is probably in case of flooding, but it's kind of cool. We also just realized Skyrush's cable lift goes down through here, all the way down, and then it goes up through a pole over there underneath the station. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool to see. Yeah, just going right through a hole down there beneath Comet. It's kind of cool. Oh, and I also remembered, I just forgot to say this, but there was some construction and some land clearing going on next to Candemonium. I'm not really sure what that is, but they were doing something over there, which was interesting.
So I saw it's actually for their RMC spinning Giga Coaster.
Oh yeah, for sure. Next year, coming soon.
It's gonna have 20 inversions.
Oh yeah, best in the world for sure.
Section.
And then here is their new for 2025 Twizzlers Twisted Gravity SNS Screaming Swing. Looks pretty fun, but we've ridden those before, so we're gonna go get on Great Bear. All right, so never mind. Great Bear was over an hour, and we do have tomorrow here. I'm probably not gonna vlog tomorrow, but I will put some clips in from tomorrow if there's any rides that we didn't get to do today. So, you know, like Laff Trak or Great Bear, so.
Tomorrow.
All right, we're about to get on Great Bear. Coming in from day 2, we finally got on Great Bear. I'm definitely glad we didn't wait an hour for it yesterday, because that's definitely one of the weaker, if not the weakest B&M inverts I've ever ridden, but it's still a fun ride. It's not too intense, but it's still a pretty good ride, and it was really smooth, so pretty good. All right, we're about to get on Trailblazer. This is the park's Aero Mine train. It's a little weird, they don't have padding on the restraints, but hopefully it's a fun little ride.
Yeah, but I think the back would be better for the top high and all the inversions.
All right, we just got off a Trailblazer. You know, it was fun. Nothing too special, just a mine train, but it was pretty comfortable, pretty relaxing. Chill little ride. And that ride is pretty smooth for a mine train, maybe because they do use these big steel supports instead of wood supports, but it was a pretty chill ride. All right, we're coming in to do Jolly Rancher Remix. It's supposed to be one of the best boomerangs because it does have the new restraints, and there is some scent in the tunnel. There's 10 different scents, and you can get a different Jolly Rancher scent because it is called Jolly Rancher Remix. All right, we got up to the station. This looks pretty cool, and this does have vest restraints. Should be pretty fun. Hopefully not as much headbanging.
Let's go in the back. The back.
We just got off a Jolly Rancher Remix. That's definitely the best boomerang I've ever ridden. Those vests make it a lot more comfortable because there's no headbanging. And we got the blue raspberry scent in the tunnel, On the first time through the tunnel, it didn't really smell too much like blue raspberries. It just kind of smelled sweet. And then on the backwards way, you could actually kind of tell it was blue raspberry. So that's a pretty cool ride. Definitely check that out if you have time. All right, we're getting on Coco Cruiser. This is the kiddie coaster here. We're gonna go get the credit. Fire. Just got off a Coco Cruiser, just a kid's ride. It wasn't too special, just all right. I kind of feel bad because some of the parents in line looked kind of annoyed that we were riding it, but you know, it's whatever, we got the credit, so. All right, we got about 40 minutes left until the park closes. We might just do 2 rides on this, or like 1 on this and then 1 on Skyrush, but I love this ride, so I'm hyped to get back on. And we will also quickly check out Hershey's Chocolate World after this to show you guys the dark ride and what's in there. Line's pretty short. We've only been in line for like 5 minutes. Hopefully we're able to do Laff Trak after this, but we'll see. We just got off of 2 more rides on Wildcat's Revenge. Man, that thing warmed up. I love those restraints because you can use the handles to like hold that up, and they do not staple there at all. So we got so much airtime. I mean, that layout is just perfect.
So I have a controversial opinion.
Yeah.
That is my #1 now.
That's not even that bad. Like I totally see that. It's a really good ride.
I like it more than Voyage.
Yeah, I have it at #2 right now behind Steel Vengeance, but it could easily go above. They're so good, both of them.
There's so much variety.
Yeah.
It has more airtime than Iron Glossy, at least I think so. And the quality and quantity.
Oh yeah, the quality's amazing, yeah.
Re-rideable on top of all that.
Oh yeah, it's really reliable. Yeah, so we're gonna get on Laff Trak and then the park's getting closed. This is our last ride. But we will be going to Hershey's Chocolate World afterwards, so stay tuned. Yo, full body reveal. This is what we look like, guys. Mike, you got enough physique review. Wait. Aren't you guys like 27? Oh yeah. We are not 27, gang. And the park is now closed, so we will be the last riders of the night. All right, here's the station for Laff Trak. It's a spinning roller coaster. Should be fun. We just got off the Laff Trak. It's not even that dark in there. There's a lot of like black light and like random theming. You know, it's okay. We didn't spin too much, but it was a fun little family coaster. Yeah, we got almost all the credits today except for Great Bear, but we're gonna get that tomorrow, and I'm sure you guys have seen a clip of that already. With that concludes our time in Hershey Park. We're gonna go check out Chocolate Road. Before we do that, I just wanna say I had a lot of fun here. The lineup here is amazing. One of the best coaster lineups ever. The operations definitely were a little slow and did hold it back a little, and the crowds were high today, but it was still a really fun day. So yeah, let's go check out Hershey's Chocolate World. All right, we're going in to check out Hershey's Chocolate World real quick. This is only open for a little bit longer, but I do know there's a dark ride in there, so we're gonna go try to get on it. All right, so coming in, this place is pretty sick. There's a ton of different chocolate themed things, and I'm pretty sure Hershey's Chocolate Tour is the dark ride, so we're gonna go see if it's still open. All right, so in the queue line, there is some history, focused on Milton Hershey himself. And then I have no clue what type of dark ride this is, so we're gonna go in and check it out. Hopefully it's fun. All right, so we're coming on in. It looks like it's just like a scenic dark ride. We're just gonna hop right in one of these cars whenever it shows up. That one's empty for some reason. All right, it looks like it's supposed to be a tour of the chocolate factory. Seems pretty cool.
Hi, my name is Alex. I'm a quality supervisor here at the Hershey.
These generate lots of heat through intense pressure and friction. The grinding turns cocoa nibs into the smooth, dark liquid used to make milk and dark chocolate.
Oh, pretty cool. Yeah, you can hear the cows. So that was a pretty cool dark ride. It was actually pretty impressive for like a non-Disney park. But with that, that'll conclude our day at Hershey Park. That was a really fun time. You know, the operations weren't great, like I said, but I really enjoyed my time. And if you enjoyed that video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more future coaster content. And we did try some candy.
Subscribe!
And with that, Amusement Media out.